Hello, yes, I'm reacting to this call from the 28th of January 2024. Diana calling in. Pronouns he, him, by the way. Yeah, he, him, Diana. And Diana had quite a long story to tell. The upshot of the story is that Diana is the Messiah, and Diana met God in the 80s, also known as Patrick. I'm not going to go through all the details of the story, but suffice it to say that Diana could not establish any good basis for the claims that Diana made in this particular story, mainly that Diana had met God and also that Diana is the Messiah. So we're not going to go through that. We're going to fast forward quite a bit because Matt and Eric both did a very good job of exposing the fact that Diana had no real good basis for believing any of this, or at least we had no basis for believing it because it was all very anecdotal. The claims were just too fantastic to believe. And some of the supposed coincidences that happened in the story did not in any way corroborate the main claim that Diana's the Messiah and that Patrick is God. Yeah. So let's just move to a certain point in the video after that, because there was some problem with the pronouns and people in chat. Matt had something to say about that. Let's have a listen.
And he was doubtful too. And
Deanna, how does you finding this profound and you convincing somebody else help convince me?
Hang on, I got to interrupt one more time, and
sure.
I'm just doing this really quick. Everybody in chat, listen to me very fucking carefully. The caller's pronouns are he, him. I understand people making mistakes. Mistakes happen, but you've been told about 9 billion fucking times now. So knock it the fuck off, or I'm going to start long-term timing people out. There we go. Now back to your discussion. My apologies.
Wait, why did you have to bring up my pronouns?
Now that's really strange because Diana's listening. The feed is coming through on the headphones, and it was quite clear. Matt said to you in the chat, Diana's pronouns are he, him, so knock it off. It's quite clear why Matt went to the pronouns, so why Diana had to ask about that, I really don't know, but something happens later on just before the call ends, which makes me think that possibly there was a bit more to the real pretext for Diana's call was maybe not this God and Messiah thing, but something else, maybe to do with pronouns.
Because people in chat are misgendering you?
Yeah. Matt was defending you, Deanna.
Who's the gender? I chose the gender. I told you he and him.
Yeah. Matt was defending you.
I'm telling chat that your preferred pronouns are he and him.
Yeah, because even people that talk complete nonsense and irrational rubbish, and people who overtalk and divert and straw men, false accusations, the whole lot, even those people deserve to be called the pronouns that they actually specify when they come onto the show.
Him, and that they need to use those.
Okay.
Yeah. Matt was doing something nice for you, Deanna. So
I have a whole new thing.
So all right, so Deanna, let's just cut to the end here because this call's gone on for a while now. You're giving us a lot of anecdotal evidence, a lot of stories, a lot of recollection. All right, from literally decades ago. Okay, the most recent date you dropped was 2015, which is 9 years ago, and you dropped 1981, 1982, which is over 40 years ago. All right, you're dropping us stories and anecdotes, and you're drawing all these connections between how I was feeling to this date, the words I read in this book, the names that I associated them with people in my life, events that occurred. Right, so you're giving us, you're spinning us this elaborate story. All right, and my whole line of questioning was, hold on. My whole line of questioning was, why would this story not convince you about Xenu? And if you understand that you'll understand then why the story doesn't convince me about the God that you're pushing. Okay?
You brought up he and him, the pronouns, right? Let me just
we're past Deanna. We're past that. Answer my question, please.
Okay.
I'm begging you.
What about abortion?
Yeah, did you notice that? That was that was an attempt to get to derail the conversation and bring it back to maybe the real issue that Diana wanted to talk about, which is pronouns.
How do you feel about abortion?
No,
no, we're
no,
no.
no, 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 no. I've now muted you. Nobody can hear you, Diana. I am this close to fucking nuking this entire conversation. Stay on topic. Have a good conversation with Eric. Stop deflecting to other things.
And so Diana leads us to believe, or wants to lead us to believe, that he has met God, also known as Patrick, and that Diana is the Messiah. Yet somehow, after this pronoun thing, Diana suddenly says, when actually Eric made some very good points and wanted to get the conversation back on topic and back on a productive course, Diana suddenly says, "What do you think of abortion?" Now, how many believers call in to say, "What do you think about abortion?" and then say, "Well, actually, I'm a believer, but I'm pro-choice, but I want to talk about abortion." How many believers actually do that? Usually when believers come on and say, "I want to talk about abortion," it's because they're anti-choice. So I find it really strange that Diana just suddenly said, "What do you think of abortion?" And there's the pronoun thing as well. It's just that believers who are, against this sort of trans with the pronouns and everything, they're against that. A lot of them, from my experience, are also anti-choice. And despite the way Diana presents himself, I wonder whether Diana is actually being honest with this whole thing.
Or I will ban you from the show because I've had enough incoherence for today. You are not equipped to be having a defense of God, in my opinion, but I want to see if you can actually do it. Demonstrate that Patrick, whoever he was actually God, and then explain how God died, but stop switching topics. We are not going into a discussion about abortion, period. Mention abortion again, and the call is over.
Yeah, apparently this Diana, with this Patrick, who I think Diana met in 1981, and he claimed to be God, and he told Diana, "You're the Messiah." And then Diana just lost touch with this guy completely, who's God. Finds his photograph, I don't know, 30 odd years later. It gives Diana a boost. Diana, sometime after that, decides to go and Google this Patrick, also known as God, finds that he's died. Well, that was some good detective work, isn't it, for somebody you've not seen for 30 odd years? People that used to be in my life that I've not seen for 35, 40 years, I Google them and they're absolutely nowhere to be found. Either that or they've got a name which is relatively common and there are just zillions of them, like John Smith or something like that. I've got a very unusual name-surname combination, incredibly unusual. I wouldn't, when I die and I'm in memoriam, it won't be too difficult to find that out, but I've got a very uncommon surname. As for Patrick, okay, he may also have an incredibly uncommon surname, but that she remembered his surname after all those years. Sorry, I did it, didn't I? I'm going to get told off by Matt. Sorry, Dinah, but that he remembered the surname after all those years is really quite something, let alone that he found the in memoriam notice.
Is that clear?
Eric.
Yes.
Are you Eric?
I'm Eric.
Why was that? Okay, hold on. Why was that topic?
Don't you fucking tell me to hold on, Diana. Let me explain to you how this works. You're either going to agree to the conditions of this call in order to keep talking, or we will be done with you. So what I said was, don't bring up abortion again. Is that clear?
What?
Yes or no?
Okay, it's clear. Now, could you just explain to me why? You brought up
no. I'm not going to take any more fucking time out of this show to explain to you how a fucking show works.
Okay.
Answer Eric's question or go the fuck away.
Hold on, Eric, please.
I'm
Eric,
Matt.
are you there?
I'm Matt,
okay,
and you can stop telling me to hold on. I'm the head motherfucker in charge right now.
Okay, and you are. Just all you're doing is talking over me. Now,
No, that's a lie. That is
no,
a blatant
hold
fucking
on.
lie. You blatant fucking liar, as
Okay,
I
you
have
are
sat here and
being-
let you
You are
blather
really
on for
Hey,
ages, you
you know what?
fucking liar.
You want to know a secret? You want to know a secret about pronouns?
Here, there's a secret about pronouns. You are no longer on the show, sir. There's the secret.
Now, I think that's a shame. I really think that's a shame, because quite often with callers, they will finally get around to talking about what they really came on for. And unfortunately, Matt just pressed the red button, and we're never going to find out what is special about pronouns from Diana. Pronouns, he, him. Unfortunately, I would really like to have known what Diana was going to say about what's special about pronouns, because that could have revealed the whole mystery of this really strange call. Okay, let me know if you got any thoughts. Bye for now.